everybody, I'm here today at my follow-up visit after the surgery and to see if I can stay here. So once I get out of here, I will let you guys know how everything goes, okay? Bye. Hey guys, the surgeon came in and he spoke to me, and I'm gonna see like my doctor now to see if we could just let me take this off, to see if we could come up with a plan. I'm like super nervous, I'm like shaking. I will give you a recap of what's gonna happen once he comes in, okay? Alright, I'm leaving now. That was a really long visit, like a super long visit. Everything is like off. Look, there's like nobody here. A lot of information. Ricky's waiting for me there. I guess the pain or whatever I was feeling is kind of normal. So I'm just gonna get in the car and then I'll explain everything. Hi guys, I left the appointment and I'm here at Frank Pepe's. Okay, Frankie. We have some salad. We're waiting for our pizza. If you've never been to Pepe's, you gotta come to Pepe's. Pepe's is like the best pizza ever. It's New Haven style pizza. Connecticut is known for the best original pie, so don't at me when you see this video. But we just came to eat something, you know, get my mind a little unwound about what happened at the appointment. I'll explain everything that went down. So we're just enjoying our time, right, babe?
Yes.
You want to say anything else? You don't say much. But when the pizza comes, I'll show you guys what it looks like. We ordered pepperoni with cheese and basil. You gotta add the basil in there. And then after that, I'll do like a little update of how it went at the doctor's office. So, bye. Can't wait till this pizza get here. That's like my favorite food ever in the world. This is the Pepe's what? Pepe salad. So, guys, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my god. Babe, you ready to grub?
Yeah.
I'm ready to grub too, so I'll see you in a minute. Look at that. Oh my god. Hey everyone. So I'm back home. Just right now in my office trying to do a little bit of work and catching up and some studying, and I'm gonna do a quick recap of today's visit. Okay, so today was my follow-up with the doctor after the surgery. Okay, today I was supposed to get checked and see if everything was healing well and all that good stuff, which thank God everything is. In my, not my last video, because my last video was my post-op video, my post-operational video, you know, checking everything and doing a little like, you know, update on how things went, how the surgery went and all that. The one previous to that was my pre-op video where I was told that after the surgery I had to go to, or I was recommended to call UConn, some fertility specialists up in UConn. My personal view is me and Ricky, we want to try on our own. After the surgery, we want to see if after I got the polyp removed and the DNC and they did something else there where they did like a whole scope of my uterus, if we could try on our own. I did not want to go to a fertility specialist. One, because I had done it before and it's a little tough. It's a lot of driving back and forth, especially like the office where I need to go is not here in Waterbury. One is in Farmington, one is in Danbury, I believe. And the other reason is it's a hard thing to do. I don't want to get emotional because I feel like every time I'm like either crying or something, and I don't want to do that. Today, I think I was just upset maybe because the surgeon, not my doctor, the surgeon, as soon as he came in, hey, how you doing? Everything good? Whatever. He goes, did you call, the place up in UConn? And I was like, no. And he's like, why? And I'm like, because I don't feel ready to take on a task like that. I'm just not ready. And this is the part that like, I feel it bothers me and it pushes my very last button. He goes, you don't have time. And I'm like, what do you mean I don't have time? And he's basically saying like, you're 36 years old, you're 4 years away from being 40, you got to get on the ball. And I'm like, there's like women that have had children. Mind you, the Bible alone has like Sarah, Hannah, Elizabeth, has so many women that have had babies in their later years. And I know that it's divine intervention, but that shows me alone that there is nothing impossible for God. So when I hear these things, one, it's crushing because as a woman, you feel like, dag, you have like no other options. But two is like, it just bothers me. It bothers me. Like, as you can see, I can't even like express how it makes me feel. So I said, look, I want to talk to my doctor. You are the surgeon. And he goes, look, I just want you to know that I'm a type A doctor. I'm a matter of fact doctor. And sometimes I could be a little, he didn't say controlling. He said I could be a little like, cut to the chase is what you need to do. But I guess since he saw like my reaction, he was like, but we could talk to your doctor and we'll come up with a plan and then we'll take it from there. And I'm like, that was exactly what I wanted. So anyways, I don't want to like go too much into detail of all that stuff, but I was able to see like my doctor, the one that has been, searching for everything and getting us tested and this and that. So he goes, how's everything going? How did the surgery go? Okay. And he goes, what do you want to do next? And I said, I don't want to go to a fertility specialist. I want to stay here. I want to try on my own, like give my body a chance, give me a chance to see if this surgery was worth it. And it worked. For those that don't know, I had a polyp in my uterus. It was right in the opening of my uterus. And that was removed. And I had a DNC and something else. I can't remember what the other thing else. It was like a scope and a biopsy. So like let my body do what it has to do, what it can naturally do on its own. And I said that's what I want to do. Let us try. I don't want to jump the gun and be like, hey, I got the surgery done, let's just go. I don't take things like that. And anything I do, I take my time. I think things through. I analyze things. I pray on it. I take it one step at a time, because I know the consequences of just jumping to something without taking your time. And I don't want to do that. So he goes, well, we can do that. And I guess because he saw like my frustration, I said, I just want to stay here. I want to try. I want you to continue to be my doctor. And if in a time lapse of, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 months, maybe, if after the surgery I can't naturally get pregnant, then we'll talk about other options. Like, I think the surgeon just like got to me, and I was like, dude, you need to give me a break. So he goes, fine, we could do that. And I said, I don't know how my progesterone levels are. I don't know how my testosterone levels are. As you guys know and see, I get facial hair. I'm not hiding it from anybody. I get hair. I have a mustache. I get a little chinny chin thing going on. I have extra facial hair. I have insulin resistance. I have trouble losing weight. I have lost weight and I've maintained it off. Thank you, Jesus. But it's not easy. Just as I lose it, I can gain it back. I have a very bad sweet tooth. Like, I was telling him all these things and I'm like, can you just check my blood levels? Let me know what's going on. Maybe it's just like a little tweak in progesterone, and then from there we'll know. So I kid you not, he's like, you know what? As we're talking, let's do the lab slip so that you could get your blood work done. I'm gonna get like 15, 16 things like tested, from my progesterone to my FSH levels, everything, my prolactin, everything. And that's what I want. Like, who knows if after the surgery and I don't get pregnant, it's probably something hormonal related. Mind you, I'm taking this one step at a time, which is why I chose this doctor. It's a doctor that's going very detailed with what I'm dealing with. So he goes, we can do that. It's going to be like 8, 9 tubes of blood. I don't know how I'm going to do that. You guys know I have very bad veins. I'm going to give it a try. I have to go like in the beginning of my cycle, like right when I'm starting my period, so that they could see where my hormone levels are and things like that. And then he goes, there's just something I want to know. He goes, how long have you been trying to have a baby? And I said, well, if nothing happens this year, it would be 19 years. I know that sounds like a lot. That's almost 2 decades trying to have a baby. He goes, what is the source of you not being able to get pregnant? And I'm like, I don't know. If I knew, I wouldn't have been here. He goes, no, I want to know, like, did something happen to you when you were younger or something? And all I could think of was, at 14, I got diagnosed with polycystic ovarian syndrome. But before that, when I was 10 years old, I had my first ovarian cyst. And he goes, could it be that it ruptured and there's like blood or something clogging your fallopian tubes? And I was like, I don't know. Mind you, I've had this procedure done before and they found nothing. He goes, I think we just have to recheck your fallopian tubes to make sure that everything is clear. Fine, I'll do that. And I go, so if they are blocked, what can we do? He goes, well, it's like a 4-hour surgery and it's not done vaginally as how I had the other procedure. It would be like a cut, like a cesarean cut across, and it takes about 4 hours, and they would check the fallopian tube with super small microscopic type instruments, clear them out, connect them again. He goes, it's a very like delicate procedure. He goes, but we don't do that anymore. He goes, that was about like 10 years ago. He goes, now, if your tubes are blocked, you just go for in vitro. And I was like, so if my tubes are blocked, you're telling me that I can't get the surgery. I just like jumped to in vitro. And he goes, yep, done deal. And I was just like thinking, so let's say every time I want to have a baby, if my fallopian tubes were blocked, I would have to get an in vitro done every single time if my fallopian tubes are blocked. And that just like added a whole nother like layer of things that I might have to deal with and consider if this is like another factor down the road. So let me calm down. All right, Lori, calm down. And just re-explain. I will get blood work. After I get blood work, I have to go back in 2 weeks to check my levels. Once my levels are good, I will get this procedure done that will check to see if my fallopian tubes are clear. If my fallopian tubes are clear, then I could proceed with hormone therapy if I need anything, and Clomid if I were to need it. And if I did have them blocked, then I would just go straight for like an in vitro. And that's it. It's just frustrating that the surgeon just wanted me to like, you know, jump the gun into everything else instead of taking it one step at a time. I thanked him for giving me the opportunity to listen to me. So if you're a doctor and you're watching this, total respect to you, 100%, because you guys have the wisdom and the knowledge to take care of us. We go over the counter stuff, Tylenol, Advil, whatever, and then we call it a day. You guys know the science. You guys are knowledgeable and everything. But I feel like sometimes we just need to like step back, not look so much into the insurance and this and that, and take it one thing at a time. Unless this is a life or death situation, which the one I'm in is not, then you take like immediate action. And I felt like that's what the surgeon was like trying to do. He was like trying to push me to do something that I don't want to do. So girls, women out there, don't do anything that you don't feel like you don't want to do. And that's like the first thing that Ricky told me when I got in the car. He's like, babe, if you don't feel comfortable doing any of this, don't do it. Do and demand what you feel is right for you. And I think that sometimes we're so afraid to like speak up and say what we want or what we can demand, that we just like let anyone and everyone just decide for us when we know inside exactly what is right for us. I feel in my heart that this is what's right for me. I want to know my progesterone levels. I want to know my testosterone levels. I want to know my FSH. I can't talk. I want to know my prolactin and all that. I want to know before I just jump into like a big, huge thing that's gonna take a big chunk of my life. And again, to the women that have done in vitro, I said it in my previous videos, you're brave, you're courageous for doing all this. If you've had a baby with in vitro or any other type of fertility treatment, I take my hat off to you. You're a trooper for doing it. I just know that me personally, I'm not in the mindset yet to do it. And another factor that just plays big is I'm believing. I'm just believing, and I'm holding on to the word that God gave me. And I've gotten a little bit of like slack for this, but this is just the way I feel. I am trying my best to keep a positive mindset, focused on what I believe to be true. And I'm telling you, this has been like the biggest test of my life. But I know that I believe in a powerful God. I believe in his promises. I believe in what he does and says. I believe that he is in control of my life in its totality. So today was one of those visits where I was just like, you know what, God, I need to refocus. I need to think straight. I can't jump ahead of myself. I just need to take this one step at a time, one day at a time, one process at a time. And if I've waited this long, what's a few more months? Makes no difference. If I've waited this long, why can't I wait a little bit more? You know, without having to do, rushed decisions. And I feel like rushed decisions get you in the biggest trouble that you could probably ever think of. So I'm taking it slow. Excuse me, that pizza's like giving me heartburn. It was good though. So yeah, maybe I seem a little erratic and like, ugh. And that was a few hours ago. Right now it's like 11 o'clock at night. But even then I was like, I need to just like rethink everything and take it slow. So no, I'm not going to UConn yet. I'm gonna get all this blood work and everything done afterwards in like 2 weeks. And then in another 2 weeks, we'll talk to see what was, discovered in this blood work. And then from there, I'll go for another procedure. And then we'll see. We'll see. So I'm hanging in there. I feel like I'm growing thick skin that I never thought I would have. Like when I hold my daughter in my arms or my son and I get to tell them all that I had to go through for them to come to this world, I want them to be like, oh my gosh, mommy, like you really did all of that so that I could be here, even though it's not my will and my say. I believe that everything that I've gone through or everything that I am going through and what I'm going to have to face is all God's will. And if it's his will, then amen. I can't do anything else about it. Just accept his will for my life. So that was it today. Thank you guys again for listening, for watching. Thank you for the support. I always say this, share this with somebody. And I don't know what else to say. I'm not giving up. I'm not exhausted. It's just a lot of like self-reflection that I have to do right now. A lot of prayer. I have to pray to God for a lot of this stuff so that he can guide my steps and have him be, that compass. His direction is what I need. So let's see. All right. So we're believing. All right. God bless you guys and thanks for watching. Thank you for your support. Just pray. We're going to keep praying because at the end of the day, I know that all the glory is going to go for God. Oh my gosh. The glory is his now, even through this process. And I'm more than willing and ready to continue giving him the glory. So thank you for watching and keep us in your prayers. All right. Bye.